Every morning, you sit down at your bright desk, the screen wakes up, you open like 14 different tabs in your browser, you type the exact same context over and over again.
Yeah, it is incredibly exhausting.
It really is. You feel a strange, new kind of tired. AI was supposed to save your valuable time.
Right.
Instead, it just created a brand new daily chore.
You feel like a manager retraining staff every single day.
Exactly. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are exploring a fascinating shift in how we work.
It is such an exciting concept to explore today.
We are moving away from the amnesiac search box.
Yep.
Today, we are unpacking how to build something fundamentally better. We are talking about setting up a local AI agent.
Which changes absolutely everything about your digital life.
It really does. By the end of our conversation, you will understand the mechanics. You will know how to build your own personalized team.
Yeah, a tireless digital worker on your own machine.
Right, one that actually remembers your files and runs on a reliable schedule.
So to escape that endless chat box fatigue, we really have to pivot our thinking.
We have to understand what makes an autonomous agent completely different.
Right, because it is not just a smarter version of a standard chatbot. It starts with its underlying physical and digital anatomy.
Let's unpack that. I know a local AI agent has 7 core functional parts.
It does, and once you see them clearly, the setup feels much less intimidating. First, it absolutely needs a physical machine to live on.
Right, let's talk about the physical reality of this setup.
You are giving this digital worker a dedicated physical home.
Second is a functional mouth and ears.
Yeah, which is simply a dedicated channel to send messages back and forth.
Third is the brain, which is your chosen AI model.
Exactly. Fourth is memory. And this is surprisingly just plain text files.
We will definitely dig deep into those simple text files later.
Oh, we will. Fifth, the agent needs functional tools to operate.
Meaning having web search, file readers, or screenshot takers.
Right. Sixth is the heartbeat, which is a continuous running schedule.
And finally, it has eyes to read your actual screen directly.
That is the complete anatomy.
Let's beat. Let's pause and consider the scope of this architecture. You do not need every single part on day one.
No, you can start incredibly small and build up over time.
But hardware choices are where most enthusiastic people get stuck. Why is your daily laptop a truly bad choice here?
Well, because a true autonomous agent runs 24 hours a day. You close your work laptop and shut it down constantly.
Right.
So whenever the lid closes, the agent simply goes to sleep.
I think about it like an office layout problem. It is like moving an employee from a temporary hot desk.
I love that analogy.
You take them out of the busy, disconnected public cloud. You give them a permanent, dedicated corner office inside your house.
Yeah.
They live on your laptop. You keep backing up their desk.
That is a brilliant way to visualize the hardware constraint. You really want a clean, secondary machine solely for your agent.
An old wiped laptop is a great entry-level setup today.
Right. And later, you might want a $400 used Mac Mini. You put it on a shelf, and it runs day and night.
But we need to deeply understand the actual system limits here. Why is RAM the absolute deal breaker for local hardware setups?
Right. And this is crucial to understand computationally. A local model is an AI brain running entirely on your own machine.
Okay.
That brain is essentially a massive file of statistical probabilities. So to think properly, it must sit entirely in your active memory.
Ah, I see.
If you lack RAM, the model simply cannot process anything. The machine will crash trying to load the neural weights.
Got it. 16 gigs minimum to fit the model's brain locally.
Exactly. That is the soft floor for running anything meaningful.
BD. So the agent has a physical, permanent corner office. How does it think? And how do we naturally communicate with it?
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot log into that dedicated machine every 5 minutes.
That completely defeats the whole purpose of background automation. You want a quick, seamless message right on your phone.
So you need a reliable mouth and ears for the agent.
Right. Telegram is the absolute easiest messaging channel to start with. You can set up a basic secure bot in minutes.
What about managing multiple different research projects at once?
Discord works much better for that specific organizational need. You can use separate dedicated channels for separate daily jobs.
Okay, that makes sense.
But, if you use the Claude Cowork ecosystem, Dispatch is best. It is the smoothest option for sending automated tasks directly.
Let's explore the actual computational brain of this operation. In this system, you choose different functional versions of Claude.
Yeah.
It is exactly like hiring the right employee for the task.
You have three primary brains to choose from right now. Claude Opus is the smart architect for deep, complex logic.
Right.
It handles intricate planning and heavy multi-step research very well.
But it uses significantly more compute credits and takes time.
It does. Then you have Claude Sonnet, the reliable daily manager. This is the absolute best choice for most routine jobs.
And the third one.
Finally, there is Claude Haiku. It is the incredibly fast, quick helper. It is lightning fast for simple sorting and basic checking.
This brings us to a very important operational boundary. There is a golden rule for managing these distinct brains.
Oh, absolutely.
Do not use the smartest brain for the simplest task.
Ooh.
Beat. I still wrestle with defaulting to the smartest model, just out of sheer laziness.
Yeah, you are definitely not alone in that expensive habit.
It is so tempting.
But it wastes money and heavily slows down your system. Computationally, a massive model takes longer to generate the first token.
Right.
Start with Sonnet and only upgrade when it genuinely fails.
Let me ask about the underlying architecture of these brains. Does staying within one specific model family actually matter?
It matters a great deal for consistency and overall security. Mixing different models means they might format system answers differently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, a specific prompt optimized for Claude might completely confuse Llama. Staying within the Claude family keeps your entire agent predictable.
Makes sense. Sticking to one family keeps the whole system fast and secure.
It is the safest baseline for anyone building locally.
2-sec silence.
Yeah.
So a smart brain is totally useless without historical context.
Yeah.
It is incredibly frustrating if it suffers from daily amnesia.
That is the fundamental flaw of regular web-based chatbots. Every single chat session starts entirely from zero background knowledge.
But memory for local agents is surprisingly low-tech conceptually.
It is beautifully low-tech when you look under the hood. It is just plain text files sitting in a local folder.
Just plain text.
Yeah. A simple markdown file called claude.md holds the background data. It specifically holds the persona, the current goals, and the workflow.
Right.
Large language models need this context injected into their processing window.
It feels like an impressive illusion of magic sometimes.
It really does.
Yeah.
Whoa. Imagine scaling to 1 billion tasks, all grounded by a few plain text files.
It is amazing.
It is so elegant and completely transparent for humans to read.
But static memory alone does not get the actual work done. Tools give the agent actual digital hands to do things.
Exactly. Tools let the agent read local files and search the web. You can connect your Google Drive or your daily calendar.
So the agent uses API calls to interact with external systems.
Yes, it reaches out and does the work.
There is a serious security warning we need to discuss here. Blind trust in downloaded shared skills is a real vulnerability.
Yes, IBM and Palo Alto actively flagged this major risk. A shared skill is ultimately just arbitrary code running locally.
Which is dangerous.
Very. A bad shared skill can quietly steal your personal files. It can send your private data completely outside your secure network.
So you must have Claude review any new skill code first. You do this before you ever run it on your machine.
Always.
Let me ask about how the memory actually functions dynamically. How does an agent actually read a plain text file without getting overwhelmed?
Well, it does not keep the text running forever in memory. It simply scans that file immediately before it acts.
I see.
It loads the rules, completes the assigned task, and clears itself.
Simple. It scans the text file right before starting any new task.
Exactly.
Now that our agent can think and act securely, we need to make this digital worker fully proactive.
Right.
It should not wait for us to ask it anything.
This is where the heartbeat changes the whole operational game. The heartbeat is a schedule that runs fixed background jobs.
In traditional programming, we call this a basic cron job.
Yeah. And the 7 a.m. daily brief is a truly great example.
It really is.
It is the perfect scheduled task to copy and try today. Every morning, the agent quietly gathers 3 top news headlines. It checks your daily calendar events and 1 key metric. It notes 1 small win or potential worry from yesterday.
And it tightly caps all of this under 250 words.
It easily saves you 30 minutes of scattered morning reading. You wake up and a concise summary is already waiting.
Beat. But many eager beginners fall into a very common trap here. They try to build one giant agent for absolutely everything.
All the time.
This directly leads to something we call context bloat. Context bloat is giving an AI too much data so it forgets.
Yes. It becomes sluggish, forgets details, and gets terribly confused.
Let's expand on that idea with a real-world analogy. It is like a stressed restaurant manager working completely alone.
Right.
They are trying to cook, serve tables, and do the taxes all at once. The attention mechanism gets heavily divided across too many simultaneous tasks.
And the final results will be messy and incredibly slow. When you stuff a massive prompt into an AI model, it breaks.
The mathematical attention head simply cannot track every single relationship.
No, they can't. The optimal solution is a small, specialized team of different agents. Each digital worker has a tiny memory and one distinct goal.
Let's carefully break down this ideal starter team of 4.
First is the dedicated scout. This is your active research agent. It uses Claude Sonnet to quickly scan daily news and trends.
Okay.
Next is the creator, which uses the heavier Claude Opus. It does deep thinking to turn raw research into drafts.
What about keeping the actual local files organized and safe?
That is the admin agent, also using the Claude Sonnet brain. Its only job is actively managing folders and your daily calendar.
And the 4th one?
Finally, the guard agent uses Haiku for rapid security checks. It verifies outputs before anything gets sent or saved locally.
Does managing 4 distinct agents actually become harder than managing one?
Surprisingly, no. They do not cross paths or share confusing operational rules. They do exactly what they are explicitly told and stop.
Right.
The scout hands data to the creator cleanly and efficiently.
Right. Separating them means absolute accuracy, and you only pay for what you use.
Specialization is exactly how you scale any business with AI.
2-sec silence. High-level theory and digital structure are great to discuss here. But how does the listener actually turn this on tonight?
You start simply inside the Claude desktop app using Cowork. You make one single folder on your dedicated local machine.
Just one folder?
Yeah. You write your plain text claude.md memory file right there. Then you set one single scheduled task to run tomorrow.
It really is that straightforward to get it moving initially.
It is. And once you are entirely comfortable, you can build something cooler. You can build a self-refreshing HTML daily dashboard for yourself.
That sounds a bit more complicated for a typical beginner.
A little bit.
Is no code really enough, or are we just delaying the inevitable need to learn Python?
No code will actually get you 90% of the way there.
Yeah.
The tool calling mechanism completely abstracts the complex coding layer away.
That is a relief.
You do not need Python just to organize your daily life. Local AI agents are definitely not just a passing internet trend.
It is a massive, fundamental industry shift happening right now.
Absolutely. Anthropic, Microsoft, and Notion are betting heavily on this architecture.
We are shifting entirely from passive chat to autonomous action.
The people who embrace this fundamental shift will move much faster.
What separates the people who succeed with this from the people who give up?
The ones who fail try to build the whole company overnight. They get heavily frustrated by early errors and abandon the project.
Right.
The successful ones start with a single, highly specific, automated task.
It's all about patience. Start with one simple task, then build from there.
Exactly. Let the basic system run quietly for a full week.
Beat. Let's take a step back and view the whole picture.
Yeah.
We are summarizing the ultimate takeaway of this technological shift.
Yeah.
We are moving away from a needy blank chat window. We are moving toward a quiet, capable, local digital colleague.
You simply combine a dedicated machine and specialized AI brains. You add text-based memory and a reliable scheduled daily heartbeat.
You literally buy back 30 minutes of your life daily. That is the real, tangible promise of local AI agents.
Right.
There is no magic, no hype, just steady and quiet work.
It happens seamlessly in the background while you sleep peacefully.
I want to leave you with a deeply provocative thought. If your digital team is doing the busy work while you sleep, what are you going to do with that perfectly reclaimed 30 minutes? When the constant friction of daily organization completely disappears, what will you actually build?
Wipe an old laptop clean and just try it out. Just try making a single text file tonight.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Our Music.